Hello my people, what's up? I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be about Voidstalker. Now, if you've watched a previous video on my podcast labeled Voidstalker, that was just kind of introducing the OC, my new OC that Pilot made for me, and just kind of, just showing him around, cause it's pretty cool looking, honestly, not gonna lie. Anyway, this video, I'm going to elaborate on the history, the backstory, all the good stuff, you know what I mean? All the good stuff. Anyway, so basically, I've created a detailed backstory. We're going to start off with the origin, obviously. So, I'm going to read this off. Long before Darkstalker hatched, there existed a secret Nightwing order. While most Nightwings studied prophecy and stars, a hidden faction believed knowledge alone could not protect the tribe. Someone had to eliminate threats before wars ever started. These dragons became assassins. Voidstalker was the greatest one. He wasn't born evil. He was trained from hatching to become invisible, patient, and completely unemotional. Unlike Darkstalker, who wanted everyone to know his greatness, Voidstalker wanted nobody to know he existed.
Okay.
Alright, so that just kind of kicks it off, some mysterious vibes going on right now. So basically, the Scorching is probably the biggest mystery in all Wings of Fire, because they didn't really talk too much about it and stuff. So I thought maybe Voidstalker's ancestors were among the first Nightwings after the Scorching, and they created a secret order to prevent another catastrophe. The secret order of, Nightwing assassins, which is, kind of cool and stuff. So this would kind of fit perfectly into, the missing parts in the history and stuff and incorporate that into there. So that is what that is. So around 2,000 years ago, the secret Nightwing order realized they were dying out and stuff. This is how Voidstalker... he's around 2,000 years old. Okay, so this is pretty old. How's bro, this old and stuff? He's actually older than Darkstalker, but he's a little bit younger than the Scorching and stuff, He's not as old as the Scorching, obviously. So, this is kind of bro, he's still alive, and how is bro 2,000 years old? Well, I've thought about this, okay? I put some thought into this. So, around 2,000 years ago...
2,000 years later...
The secret Nightwing order realized they were dying out, okay? Number one. They placed their greatest assassin, Voidstalker, into a deep, hidden chamber beneath the old Night Kingdom. See, we know what it looks like from the outside, but there's probably these, catacombs underneath the old Nightwing Kingdom. So, they placed their greatest assassin into a hidden chamber deep beneath the kingdom. The chamber were an unknown natural force that slowed his aging to almost nothing. Then he awakes whenever, basically, but as long as he's within this cave or underneath the kingdom in this basically cyber chamber, pretty much stuff like that, then that lets him be 2,000 years old, basically, without dying or whatever, or using magic such as Darkstalker has. Right, so... That clears that up a bit. So, with that in mind, he's about 2,000 years old, and his role is basically an assassin. All right, so he's an assassin. Why does he come out? Why does he come out at all? What's the point of him ever coming out? Well, we don't know if he ever comes out because he's an assassin that basically stays hidden most of the time. So that's pretty much all I came up with. But that's a good bit to go off of, if you know what I mean. So, that's a pretty good bit to go off of, and honestly, I'm probably going to make some more. I'll probably make up some more lore, but for now, that'll be fine. There's nothing else we really need other than that, pretty much. Until then, make sure to subscribe, follow the podcast, turn on notifications, share the show, share the YouTube channel, whatever, and I will see you in the next episode.
Treat me like Ortiz, don't get me dirty. Love on